Zephyr's opening drive, 4th down Cadets. Eric Bjork is stuffed by the St. Thomas Academy defense. Ensuing drive, Charlie Fafinski back to pass, stripped by Ian Dowdy. He recovers the fumble. Zephyr's going for it again on 4th.
Defense set the tone early with a pair of big stops on 4th down. He took all the early momentum away from Matamidi.
You're going to hear this name a lot. Brendan McFadden, 17-yard run and a tough run at that. Second quarter now. Fafinski is going to hit McFadden down to the 4-yard line, and it's going to set up the first touchdown of the night.
Pick this thing up second quarter, handoff to St. Thomas's Brendan McFadden, and he's got 6. Cadets take an early 7-0 lead.
McFadden will get the handoff again. 8 yards and a first down. Few plays later, it's McFadden up the gut for 8 yards down to the 1. Joe Dyack would score for the Cadets, 14-0. 40 seconds left in the half. Jack Nozzle, big-time run of 29 yards, but they would fail to capitalize. It's 14-0 at the break. Third quarter, Fafinski gets hit by Dean Trowbridge, jars the ball loose. P.J. Gartner recovers. Then it's Bjork, stuffed in the backfield. I'll tell you what, the Cadets' defense is unbelievably tough, forced to punt. How about McFadden? 20-yard gain, another tough run by McFadden.
Third quarter, the give is to McFadden again. He's the primary ball carrier for the Cadets this season, and he shows why right here. Off to the races. He won't be caught. 45-yard touchdown run makes it 21-0.
Cadets at halftime. Quarterback Joe Dyack ran 1 TD in. Running back Brendan McFadden had the other, and then here's McFadden again. Takes this one in from 45. Matamidi just couldn't get anything going.
And then St. Thomas's defense does what it's been doing all year long. Luke Herzog with a huge sack, throws him down on 3rd and 10. And then the big pick by brother Will Herzog. That pretty much seals it with 5.5 to play. St. Thomas wins it, 21-0. Dan, you've still only given up 7 points all year, 3 shutouts in your 4 wins so far. What makes your defense so good?
Well, we're pretty athletic in the back half, and the kids have really worked hard. They've kind of bought into some of the things that we're doing. But I would tell you probably the biggest thing is the kids have just worked really hard. They run to the ball pretty well, and it was a good night tonight. It was 2 really, really good football teams.
We lost the Matamidi the last 2 years, so I think everyone's pretty hyped that we got that dub just now. Thank the line, thank the quarterback, thank the coaches. Yeah, it's just a great dub. So.
Pick it up in the first quarter, though, and it's Greg Brecky. Play action, rolls out, hits Johnny Shabazz for the nice gain. That was sort of a field goal. But back comes North in the second quarter. It's Raja Nelson. He starts on the 4-yard line, and he's going to break it free. Takes it all the way out to midfield, pushed out right there. Nelson's having a heck of a season for the Panthers this year, and why don't we see one more from him?
Sure.
Takes the handoff, breaks it up, nice cut up, breaks the tackle. No one's stopping him tonight as North goes on to win 28-3.
South was the home team tonight, and the Cougars finally got that new turf they've been wanting for years. Looks great. Top-ranked Panthers were held in check for a while, up only 7-3 in the second half. They finally broke through. Brennan Keebler, 24 yards to Raja Nelson. That's a touchdown. Later in the fourth quarter, it's Keebler again, and it's Nelson again. This time from 35 yards out. That'll do it. Lakeville North is 4-0 with a 28-3 win. Panthers will host 4th-ranked Wayzata next week. They fell to Eden Prairie tonight. Lakeville North 28, Lakeville South 3.
They start a season 4-0. Simley on the move. Jamonta Franklin on the receiving end, down 20-yard gain. It would set up Wyatt Rogers to Evan Johnson. Touchdown pass, and Simley leads 6-0. But Corbin LaFleur, the running back for Hastings, gets in from 5, and Hastings wins tonight 14-6 to go to 4-0. Blaine and Cretin-Derham Hall. This is Danny Callahan to Sam Andrachuk. Touchdown to play down to the in the end zone to make it 21-6 Blaine at this point. Ensuing kickoff, Downey Payton will take it 67 yards to the Raider 32-yard line on a big return in the second quarter. It would set up Jack Herring on the quarterback keeper, 9-yard score to make it 28-6, and then Callahan to Will Burt. This is a great tip pass for a touchdown. But the final score, and it is all, that's a great play. Final score, it's all Blaine, 56-20 was the final.
A few Cretin turnovers tonight. Jack Herring throws this touchdown pass to Jason Call and made it 21-0 in the first. Cretin would claw their way back into this one. They dial up the Hail Mary at the end of halftime, and this will work. Tipped right to Will Burke for the touchdown, but it wasn't enough as Blaine rolls 56-20.
Wayzata Eden Prairie, great football game tonight. EP, Wayzata's defense all over Cole Kramer, somehow gets a first down. A little bit later, same drive, Kramer to Matt Sherman, 27-yard TD strike. EP's up 7-0. Keaton Heidi would hit Connor Hale on a 55-yard touchdown strike. This game went down to the wire before EP survived. 35-34 over Wayzata.
In the third quarter, Colin Penn gets loose here on the reverse, and he is gone for a 21-7 EP lead. Wayzata comes right back, though. A big special teams play puts the Trojans on the 13-yard line. Heidi throwing to Jacob Wildermuth, tying the score at 21. After another Eden Prairie touchdown, Wayzata levels it again when Christian Vassar zigzags his way in for a touchdown, 28-all. The Eagles run the reverse again, and Penn takes it for another touchdown, putting Eden Prairie up 35-28 with under a minute left in the game. On the ensuing kickoff, Keegan Nickel finds a seam up the middle, and he takes it across midfield on a 50-yard return. Fires to Joe Demrow for the score, cutting the lead to 35-34, but the Trojans go for two and are stopped. Eden Prairie wins by a point.
The Irish began the season with a couple of losses, but they have won 2 straight, and they are on a roll. They ruined Farmington's homecoming tonight. Garrison Green is a key to Rosemont's ground game. He scores from 15 yards out. That was for the game's opening score. Here now it's Max Carter. He's going to hit Andrew Reuter, and you're going to witness what we like to call a great catch. How about that in traffic? That set up another Green touchdown. Rosemont took a 21-0 lead into halftime. Then they just closed the Tigers out as Rosemont wins big, 35-7.
The Skyline shot at nightfall on the island. That's where De La Salle plays, and tonight they had to play the defending state champs, Holy Angels. Rook Rowe to his big target. Mitch Hendricks said good hands, then some real estate after the catch. He'd set up a touchdown. Thomas Shellstead takes it in. They are back, and they are playing at a high level. Holy Angels 21, De La Salle 7. The Stars are now 4-0.
Burnsville, interception. Landon Schlutless with the interception for Burnsville. That would lead to this. Sam Bardwell to Marcus Shepley. 35-yard TD strike. The Burnsville Blaze shocked Maple Grove tonight. The final score was 17-7. Halfback pass, I love this stuff. Noah Larson to Ricky Eason. Nice play here. No score in the game at this point. Connor Zolk will take it in for the touchdown. The quarterback, 7-0 Centennial. St. Michael with the interception coming up. Joey Bennett stopping a Cougar drive with that play. And then, watch this, Jared Duda to Roshan Dillard. This is a 66-yard touchdown pass. They win with a late TD. 20-15 was the final. The Knights with a victory in their first game ever in their new stadium. Mounds View taking on Woodbury. Nate Farm, short touchdown run to make it 21-7. Woodbury at this point. The defense for the Royals was the story tonight. They win, big one tonight. 24-7 was the final.
We had a trip to Robbinsdale Armstrong, and the Falcons got out of the gate. They made it difficult on the Rangers. That's Jake Breakbike. Nifty 6 to Cole Lindstrom. Forrest Lake got going, but a little too late, but that's how you turn a quick pass into a big gain with a nifty move and even moving the ball in the right arm. Sean Smith to Tristan Cordell. He got some space, and he kept running. Does everything but score the touchdown. Just comes a few yards short, but what speed. Grant Yearling takes it in, but as they say, too little, too late. Forest Lake 45, Robbinsdale Armstrong 27.
Always the dedication, Buck. It's third quarter. Some trickery. It's the reverse.
Oh, I like it.
Max Meekin. He takes it 22 yards, gets to the outside, picks up the face mask right there. That would set up a field goal. Third quarter, though, Shakopee, it's answering back. So running back Jack Casey up the middle, down the sideline. Not going to go all the way, though. Gets tackled right there, but hey, when you got a guy that brings you all the way down there, you might as well let him finish it off. Casey again for the touchdown. Shakopee wins it 14-10.
Home to take on St. Croix Lutheran. The Tigers feature a talented athletic quarterback. His name is Caleb Blaha, and there is nothing blah about his football skill. He's been calling his own number because it's so effective this season. There's 6 more. They needed a whole lot of offense to win this one. They got it. Blaha, the passer, to Cooper Severson for 6. They go on to a shootout win, 35-31.
The Buffalo Express was there. Nice run here by Riley Habish. 35-yard score. It's 35-32 Buffalo. Remember, they lost last week 80-70 to Elk River. Tonight, they loaded up again. Here they come. 4th down stop by Jackson Run for Andover to keep it at 35-32, but you cannot keep Aiden Bauman down. To Jack Munster-Tiger. This is a 48-yard strike. Aiden Bauman threw 7 touchdown passes. Buffalo wins 63-40.
Munster-Tiger, that's the name of the night right there. I love that. St. Francis Rogers. Rogers gets the punt blocks right here. Cody Kolb falls in the end zone for a St. Francis touchdown. 7-zip. St. Francis at that point. Second quarter now. Taylor Aho, he's going to get picked off by Braden Mestusik. Nice interception and a nice little return here. Gets tackled down right here. But it would set up a field goal by one of the state's best. It's Hunter Dustman. Knocks it in to make it 10-0 St. Francis. They go on to win tonight 24-20 over Rogers.
Warriors trailing 14-6, but Sam Miller is going to help the cause, finding Patrick Jovanik over the middle. He gets taken down at the 1, but Brainerd would punch it in to make it 14-12. Time winding down before half. Miller connects with Brandon Kramer for 6. 2-point conversion good. Warriors up 20-14 at the break. Brainerd's defense came out hungry in the second half. Sauk Rapids looking deep, but thrown into double coverage. Brady Anderson comes away with the pick for Brainerd. Off of the turnover, Brainerd gives it to Joe Klang. He bounces one out to the outside. Great blocking downfield by Gabe Smith. Allows him to score. Brainerd up 28-14. And then Klang would pay Smith back for the great blocking right here as Klang, the running back, finds Smith for 6, and that would put the game on ice for the Warriors. Brainerd gets the win 34-14.
First time this season after losing 23-21 to Irondale on Friday night. The Knights started the scoring with a 54-yard run by Parker Freiberg, and they never trailed. Jake Van Holzen led the Cardinals with 56 yards rushing and a touchdown. He also threw for 193 yards and a score. But Irondale kept Coon Rapids at arm's length all game long, helped by 3 field goals for Noah Kiani. The Cardinals are now 3-1 on the year. They host Spring Lake Park for homecoming next week.
Providence is going to block this punt. It's Taylor Meissner running over people to get there.
Boy.
They blocked 3 in the game
wow,
tonight.
That's amazing.
Then check this out later in the third quarter. There's a fumble.
Oh, boy.
But Jeff Ekior picks it up, runs it in. Providence wins big tonight, 54-0.
Highland Park Central, Trenton Funches to Devontae Davis. 25 yards on this strike to make it 7-0. A little bit later, Robert Caldwell Jr. tries to punt on the run, fumbles, recovered by Central. They would turn that one into a score. Final was 32-14, St. Paul Central.
Battle the unbeatens between Breck and Minneapolis North. First quarter, Zach Gayer connects with Daniel Crandall, but check this out.
Oh, wow.
Crandall fumbles it right into the hands of Elijah Zachary, and the speedy senior, he is gone. 79-yard touchdown to put Breck up 7-0. It was a great first half between these two tonight. But back comes North. Kean Porter would score a pair of touchdowns in a row.
Minneapolis North at Breck, a battle of 2 3-0 undefeated teams. The Polars up on top. Omar Brown creates some nice. Oh! With that play, that set up Eli Campbell. And he'll go untouched in the end zone. So North took a lead. Breck, though, kept battling back, and they did it behind the arm of David Rohde, also one of the top basketball players in the state. That pass to Carrie Marshall. That's 6. North up big right now, though, late in the game.
SMB hosting Minneapolis Washburn. Third quarter, Jalen Suggs trying to make something happen, but he underthrows his receiver. Royal Martinez-Giles picks it off and puts the Millers in good field position, but Washburn would turn it over on downs. Fourth quarter, Suggs drops back, finds no one, so he takes off into the end zone. He goes 32 yards on the score. Wolfpack take a commanding 24-8 lead. SMB improves to 4-0 with a 16-point victory.
Number 76 on the football field tonight in remembrance of a great guy and a great player. Also tackle cancer night at Red Wing High School. Highlights against Mankato East in this game, Riley Grunas. Touchdown run for East to tie the game at 6-6. And then a little bit later, Jack Clifford would take it 58 yards on the quarterback keeper for the touchdown for Mankato East as he breaks a few tackles here and goes all the way. On a night they remembered Nick Conley, Red Wing would fall in a tough one to Mankato East as we check the final. East winning tonight 29-12.